Hi guys, this is Neo Wright shooting the second video, and you can see it's kind of a little less formal type of format. I don't have notes or anything like that, so I'm just kind of be talking off the cusp here. And what I want to do is let you guys know a little bit about me as we take this journey along my life. Kind of let you know how I tick, and I want to know how you tick as well. So the best way to do this is just to make this second video. It's going to be a day in the life, what I call a day in the life of my life and what I do and why I do it, and so you guys can have an idea of my life and the things that I do and why I do it. Okay, and so the first thing I want to kind of explain to you guys is why I call this home my home base, right? And my home base, guys, you notice there's a bookcase here, and the reason why this bookcase is significant, and I'm always talking in front of it, is because this is where I got so much knowledge in my life, and I continue to read books. Okay, and this book right here is called The Autobiography of Malcolm X. It's the first book I ever read, and it was I was 31 years old when I read this. A friend of mine, a Puerto Rican friend of mine, who was kind of an activist, he said every black man in America needs to read this book, right? And so at that point in time, I was 31 years old. I never read a book from cover to cover, and he says, I'm going to get it to you. I'm going to give it to you for your birthday. And he says, next time we meet, he was a house painter like I was. He said, next time we meet, he says, we're going to talk about this book. And so I sat down and I started reading this book. Little by little, I don't know, it might have took me 3 months to read this book, but I started reading this book. And it's a great book, right? And little did I know this book would change my life. This was back in the early 1990s, and I read this book. It planted a seed within me, to start reading. And about 3 years later, I got around a group of some successful business people, and they had a book of the month club, and then I started reading from there, and I have not stopped reading. And this is some of the books that I read over the years, and this is only a drop in the bucket. I gave a lot away, and I still have some in the other parts of my place here. But this right here means so much to me. It's, you can see it's yellowed up and everything like that. But the person still signed his. His name's Yahasil Bonilla. He's from Puerto Rico, via New York. Out here, and he ended up in the Travis Air Base out here. But anyway, great friend of mine, and he was a house painter, and he gave me this first book for my birthday, and he signed it. And I was 31 years old at the time. I am 59 years old right now, and so this means a lot to me, and this is the way you can change your life. And so I'm saying all that to say this, guys, that I am a certified life coach, and I'm going to be doing some coaching, as we get to know each other as well, to kind of give you, a sense of a how do you design your life, I always have the saying that you're gonna live your life by design or by default. If you're living it by default and you're happy and stuff, that's okay. Continue to do that. But I know most people do not. Most people, there's some discontent or there's some longing in their life, right? And so I started 25 years ago designing my life. Okay, and so now there's some good things that happened along the way, and there's some great things that's happening now. But I just wanted to briefly mention the books that I'm reading right now. I'm a avid reader now. I'm reading this book called Can't Wait, or You Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I'd recommend this book, guys. He's a Navy SEAL and just done some great things in his life. Another book I'm reading right now is called The Book of Joy. It's Desmond Tutu meets the Dalai Lama. Okay, it's very spiritual, just very, it's just a wonderful book. Okay. And the other book that I'm reading right now is Olivia Newton-John. She's old school. She was the glamour girl back in our days. We used to call her Olivia Neutron Bomb. She was a beautiful woman, still is a beautiful woman, and struggled with breast cancer. And so she has a great organization, a nonprofit that they're giving and bringing awareness to breast cancer. And we love Olivia. So these are the three books I'm reading right now, and I read about 30 minutes a day from these books right here. I kind of read one day, one another, and I just kind of keep looping around. And you'll be surprised how many books that you can read if you just continue to do, say, maybe 10 pages a day, maybe, half hour a day. And if you keep that up constantly, before you know it, you'll have a library like this and a lot bigger. So anyway, I'm just making this second video, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. I have a great sense of humor, and I love to have fun. And so I'm going to be, showing, I'm going to be out there on the basketball court showing y'all I can still hoop, right there at 59 years old. And I have a lot of exciting things going along, within that, and I work out and stuff like that all the time, so we're gonna have a lot of fun getting to know each other. Okay, and you can learn a lot. I'm gonna do a lot of videos and a lot of coachings and stuff like that, guys, for free, just to get you guys' attention, because I want you to become a better person. Okay, because we're all here on Earth, as we know, just recently, with the Kobe Bryant incident, we're not promised anything, guys, and so live your life. I want you to live your life. I'm not perfect by no means, as you'll see as I continue to get to know you, and we'll get to know each other, right? We're all important. But I just want to show you guys how a black boy from the barrio with only a high school education and was a house painter for 32 years can transform his life. This is just the beginning, but it's by design, guys. It just does not happen by itself. And so I'm going to do a lot of coaching and stuff like that. Hopefully, I can find enough people out there that will follow me and will support me, because it's all about giving back. I'm going to be giving back a lot, the second half of my life. And I just appreciate you guys for joining me here. It's going to be a great journey. And so I'm coming up with a series right now, a few videos. Is the day in the life of Neo Wright. This is how I live, guys, and how I maintain balance, and how I can have a fun life by balance. And you'll get the gist of it once I bring out these videos. Okay, so anyway, thank you guys again. You are important. There's only one you, right? And so which makes you special. Okay, so thanks for listening. And this is video number 2, but this is just the first of a whole lot of videos, because again, with social media and stuff like that, I realized that I need to get out here and meet people via social media. So I am now the social media brotherfly. Okay, so anyway, y'all have a good day, y'all. Y'all take care. All right.